What's up guys, it's Messed Up Swede. Right now I'm checking out a Skyboy video. This one is the deadly war in North London. DC8 versus OTP. So I guess, is these like the TPL sides? I think so. At least OTB, like Mini M, BM and those guys, I think. And DC8, yeah, I think that's the other side. Like the Mali side, I think. But yeah, we'll see, man. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
Today we are in North London, Turpine Lane to be precise. I'll be discussing a modern feud
TPL.
between two sides who were once one, their history, and why things transpired the way they did. To learn the history, I have to take you back to the
Yeah, it's not that long ago they started beefing, right? At least it's like after drill started, I think.
early 2000s. In December 2005, young men from Edmonton, Wood Green and Tottenham came together to form a gang known as the North London Somalis. Now during this period they had issues with another Somali gang based in Camden known as Century Crew. The dispute was triggered after a fight at the infamous Eros nightclub that used to exist on Enfield Retail Park until it closed in 2006. Now 13 members of the Century Crew travelled into NLS territory on the 29 night bus. When they got to the territory, they attacked Mohammed Noor after chasing him into a McDonald's car park and began attacking him with bats, concrete slabs and knives. Noor was left permanently disabled after the attack, leaving
That's terrible, man.
him barely alive. They then caught the bus back to Camden. On the 28th of January 2006, North London Somalis travelled down to Camden to attack members of the Century Crew in revenge for Mohammed Noor. This is when things sadly turned fatal.
September 2007 in London. Today, a father is doing the most terrible thing a parent can do. He's burying his son.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله تعال لا إله إلا الله Get that shoulder, brother. Put your shoulder underneath. لا إله إلا الله. Follow me, please. لا إله إلا الله. Behind the hand.
In Camden, it was a mother who had to endure the pain of burying her son. Local student Mahir Osman was setting off for home when he was murdered in January 2006.
Mahir Osman
R.I.P., man.
was only a day away from turning 19 and he was standing at this bus stop just behind me. A gang of Somali boys had come to this area out to avenge an attack on one of their own, and they wanted to get their hands on any Somali boy. And they found Mahir and they attacked him with a viciousness that was just horrific.
A total of 13 people have been convicted for their part in the murder over the last
13 people.
4 years, including former Ugandan President Idi Amin's son, Faisal Waginta. Faisal Waginta, 25, was one of the 13 men convicted over the killing of Mahir.
What the hell? The president of Uganda's son?
Yes, including former Ugandan President Idi Amin's
Former.
son, Faisal Waginta. Faisal Waginta, 25, was one of the 13 men convicted over the killing of Mahir Osman in January 2006. Osman was stabbed more than 20 times in a feud between rival gangs. Faisal Waginta was cleared of murder but was jailed for 5 years after being found guilty of violent disorder, conspiracy to wound. His lawyer revealed that in an earlier hearing that his father was the former Ugandan dictator, blamed for the murder of tens of thousands of people during his rule between 1971 and 1979. During the early 2010s, NLS had issues with South Tottenham gang N15, who were based in 4 estates: Tiverton, Edgecote Grove, Stonebridge and Chestnut. Now on the 9th of March 2013, NLS member Ibs, real name Ibrahim Ali, and a friend were at a party in Stamford Close, N15, when a fight broke out. Ibs would be stabbed several times by N15 members. Ibrahim was stabbed in the stomach so viciously his intestines were exposed and found collapsed in the reception of a cab firm about 100 meters away in Broad Lane. He was pronounced dead at Royal London Hospital.
Hey, man.
His friend received several wounds to the head and elbow but managed to escape further injury by running to Tottenham Hale rail station. Now one of Ibrahim's attackers had been assaulted during the fight, suffering serious head injuries himself. The opposing group were Albanian males, which included Ibrahim's friend. Now Ches Dagozi, 28, Reese Brown, 21, and Lamar Martin, 18, were found guilty at the Old Bailey of the murder of Ibrahim Ali and the unlawful wounding of a 20-year-old man. Ches Dagozi was jailed for a minimum of 26 years. Reese Brown was ordered to serve 20 years, while Martin was given 14 years. NLS, which later became known as Turnpike Lane, were itching for revenge. N15, as well as any of the gangs they were affiliated with, such as Broadwater Farm, were now targets. OFB member Desi was later shot by TPO, causing him to lose one of his kidneys. This event was later taunted in many TPO drill songs, such as Philly Don't Dance and Shift. On the 19th of June 2018, TPO members were outside Turnpike Lane Station when they confronted Edmund Januzzi and his brother before attacking them. Now there are lies.
Yeah, also about that Desi stuff, like, yeah, we've heard that in countless songs, so if you don't know about that, you must have been living under a rock or something.
When they confronted Edmund Januzzi and his brother before attacking them. Now there are lies surrounding these two innocent civilians. Many lies on the internet about Edmund being a drug plug who was close with OFB holders, which is pure fabrications. Some rumours floating around he was attacked for his phone, but only those who attacked him know why they did it. Sadly, Edmund was killed in assault, while his brother Eraldi Perci was left with a fractured skull. Now,
R.I.P. man.
Mr. Januzzi and Mr. Presci, both Albanian nationals, were threatened by one of the group as they made their way home from dinner with their cousin. An altercation began that quickly escalated into a disproportionately one-sided attack. As the pair was set upon by the group of men, Mr. Januzzi sustained 19 separate injuries to his body, including a stab wound to the heart. 7 men were arrested. Police said the defenders had spent the day hanging around the Ducats common area in Haringey, drinking, fighting, and engaged in acts of antisocial behaviour. The court heard the young men, who all knew each other, were all involved in drug dealing, felt they owned the area. Now Bill's real name Bilal Mu'min was found guilty of murder, as well as violent disorder and possession of an offensive weapon, and was jailed for life with a minimum of 18 years. Said Omar Mohammed, 21, from Tottenham, was found guilty of violent disorder and possession of an offensive weapon. The rest were all convicted of violent disorder. Now the brother's mother, Dava Pressi, who was unable to travel from Albania for the trial, said in a statement, "On the 9th of June, my world changed forever, leaving me so broken and empty inside. I am left to relive the images of the fear and pain my sons went through over and over again. I can no longer sleep in peace."
Yeah, man, it feels like it's a lot of innocent people, man. That's the unfortunate part. Obviously, it's unfortunate with everybody who dies, but if you're in the game, you're in the game, man.
Stress. Tell me, bro, how dare you even say that shit? The fuck, you're on the road ties, bro, hold on. Let me just show you something. You see that TV? Bro, you see that TV? My phone's bigger than that TV, hold on. See that boombox? You even know what those things are, fam? That thing's older than both of us put together. You see that? DVD player. Don't know about them things there, man. You're a young man. 2001, baby. About your stress. What you got to be stressed about? Oh, your Netflix right now. Dick.
During this period, TPL were extremely close with Wood Green, while their Ops M15 were close with OFB and MPK. Now, a respected TPL member in Philly, also known as H, would post a snap story where he would diss a Wood Green member known as Lamps, who was respected but recently died. This caused older members of TPL to rush him on camera and demand he take down the story. This event was the start of TPL splitting into two.
What's your face? Hold it. Shut up. Move. Shut up. For what? For what? Bro, you violated me. Yeah? I was your friend. Yeah? I was your friend. Fucking off. What? Yeah? Yeah? Sorry. If that story's not down in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Come on. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
That's insane, man.
Within 24 hours of Philly being rushed, 2 of his attackers were stabbed, with one of them being on life support. Now TPL
damn, he got back straight away.
Will start releasing drill music under the rappers Jojo, O-Miz and TD. They would gain traction very quickly for their good beat selection and name dropping of OFB, who were extremely popular then. Encouraged by the success of Jojo, Omiz and TD, Albanian and Turk rappers in BM, Sava and Mini will start releasing music under the TPO name too. They started to create a buzz. H, also known as Philly, didn't like this and called them out on Snapchat. He explained how they never put in work in the streets, nor have touched any of their ops, so they have no right to drop drill music. Philly and his older brother GB and those loyal to him became known as DC8, named after the area they chill in, called Duckett's Common in N8. The other side of TPO became known as OTP, which stood for Original Turnpike Lane, also known as Smoke Squad. DC8 now got close with MPK, Wood Green's most bitter rivals, effectively making it known there was no way back for the unification of TPO. Now Sava would be attacked by DC8 members. In the words of H, he got his face bust open. Not long after, the rapper Mini would catch Omiz lacking and beat him up. This event was captured on camera and shared on his Snapchat. H later down the line recorded himself in a car chase, chasing Mini and Sava as they fled.
Yeah, around this time, Snap was crazy, man. I just remember all of these like real news pages and like blog pages and stuff, and it was like constantly like posting people being chased, people doing this. Like, it was crazy how much was on the internet, man. It feels like it's not that much now, to be honest. Looks like a game of GTA, man.
Now with all the tits for tats, OTP would release their plugged in special with Fumes. This track would go viral. The opening verse takes shots at H, aka Philly, by
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that plugged in was aimed towards those guys.
saying,
yeah, it makes sense.
Some hell made Philly dance cut shapes as well. They can't hack beef, so they sing like Adele. This was a play on DC8's song known as Philly Don't Dance, alluding to the fact they shot at Philly, causing him to cut shapes and dance. This plugged in would gain more than 10 million views within months after blowing up on TikTok. It currently sits on 44 million views.
That's a lot.
The OTP rappers BM, Mini and Sava were now international artists. DC8 artist Jojo and Omiz would respond on their own plugged in with the lyrics. I don't know about BM, I'm on my block from AIMs to PMs. I know they pray that I don't see them. Dickhead civilians talking on GMs. GMs being gang members. Jojo would also mention an OTP member known as Cams by saying, I don't know how Cams is alive, alluding to the fact he was close to his death. Keep this in mind as this line will sound more spooky later down the story. Sava himself will later be stabbed by DC8 members and airlifted by helicopter.
He said Sava and the text says Mini.
Sava himself will later be stabbed by DC8 members and airlifted by helicopter to the hospital where he later recovered. Now, despite fans and drill commentators attempted to make beef out of some sort of race war between Somalis and Albanians, both gangs actually have both ethnicities within their gangs. In fact, the boss of OTP is a Somali known as Ishmatic. On the 21st of September 2021, OTP member Arab and a couple Palmer Green members got in a ride to look for DC8 members. They spotted S1, real name Shamaka Mahmood, while walking along green lanes in Haringey. Unfortunately, S1 suffered 8 gunshot wounds to the chest, arms and bicep and was pronounced dead at the scene. The
R.I.P. man.
driver of a passing moped and pedestrian were also hit by bullets but survived. CCTV footage captured the attackers embracing in apparent celebration afterwards. The gunman, Ali Cisse, 29, admitted murder and 2 counts of wounded with intent after giving evidence.
That looks crazy, man. they're literally walking around celebrating.
In his Old Bailey trial, the ringleader was jailed for life with a minimum term of 35 years. His
Oh,
spotter,
shit.
Arab
Minimum of 35. That's nuts, man.
OTP, real name Abdul Muhammad, 25 years old, and Mehdi Yonis, 22, from Enfield, were found guilty of the charges and were jailed for life with a minimum term of 36 years and 31 years respectively for their roles.
All three of them got 30 plus. Shit, man.
Younger recruits Jaymar and Joyce Manzenza from Waltham Forest were also convicted after the trial and were each detained at His Majesty's pleasure for at least 22 years. The saddest thing about this was how close S1 was with OTP members Arab and Ishmaelites a few years ago, and now Arab is rotting in prison.
Damn. They were in jail together and everything. Yeah, that's the streets, man.
For his part in the murder of an old friend. DC8 members paid their respects to their fallen brother while their ops mocked his death.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy.
That's
and some
crazy, man, that they literally had a picture of them together as well.
S1, Naughty boy. S1, Naughty boy.
Now on the 24th of July 2022, Cam's OTP, real name Camilo Palacio of Colombian descent, was walking in Wood Green when several shots were fired at him from inside a Range Rover. At least 6 shots were
They're riding out in Range Rovers. That's easy.
fired, one of them hitting Cams in the chest at 9:30 p.m. Unfortunately, Cams was pronounced dead at the scene at 10 p.m.
R.I.P., man.
Now Big T, real name Abbas Ahmed, who was the younger brother of H and GB, was charged with the murder of Cams. However, Mr. Ahmed appeared in a dock in the Old Bailey when he was told there was not enough evidence to continue with the case. Via video link, prosecutor Oliver Glasgow, KC, told the court that the following: a lengthy conference to review the case, we have taken a view as things presently stand that there is not sufficient evidence to proceed with the prosecution. Addressing the defendant, Judge Philip, KC, said, Mr. Ahmed, the prosecution have decided for the time being, at any rate based on the evidence, they are now going to discontinue the case against you. You are discharged, the proceedings are discontinued. Mr. Ahmed from Tottenham, who appeared in court in a black tracksuit, responded with, okay, thank you. Now DC8 members were quick to mock the death of Cams. There was a get back and no one was behind bars for it.
Come on, bro. Guys are fucking nerds, bro. It's not. They are not TPL. They're not OTP. There's no such thing as OTP. First of all, there's no such thing as OTP. There's no such thing as OTP, bro. There's no such thing as the OTP. They're not OTP. They're not TPL. They are Smoke Squad. They are Smoke Squad. At whatever Smoke Squad is. Type in YouTube Smoke Squad. That's what they are. They're in that bracket. They are not
rejects from Wood Green, Edmonton, Palmer, Barnet.
There's a whole nother list. There's more fucking people, bro. The fuck is this all about, bro?
But yeah, like, this makes me also like, so it was cool when they were in your gang, but now that you're beefing their civilians, so I don't get, like, why were they in there from the jump then? That's kind of weird in my opinion, but
I don't know where to find. I don't know where to catch these. I don't know where to find them. I don't know where to look for them. I don't know where to find them.
Nah, TD's not. TD's. You know what happens, Jojo, and niggas rap.
GB, cool. And Cobble clarifying so much, yeah. Let's talk some facts now. When they started trying to rap or whatever, and you gave them the green light, what happened? I told them you cannot rap for TPL. What did they do? They ran to you. I came to you because I can't go to them if you're telling them yes, I asked you, bro, what's happening with this? You laughed to me. You said, bro, they're civilians. Let them have a bit of fun. That's what you said to them. And look what this fun got them.
Now there's something very interesting and mysterious going on with the OTP rapper Sava. In February 2024, a man and a woman died after a white Citroen Dispatch crashed after driving the wrong way down the M25 following a police chase. Barankan Nursin, 22, of High Road in Tottenham, appeared at St Albans Crown Court. Fahad Dek, 23, from Enfield, had been travelling in a van with Nursin and was also killed in a crash. 4 others were
RIP, man.
seriously injured in the collision, and Mr. Nursin admitted 4 charges of causing injury by dangerous driving. He also pleaded guilty to causing the deaths while driving without a license and insurance. Now, the online Reddit detectives discovered under the credits of one of Sava's songs was the name Barakan Nursin. Also, Sava's not new to car crashes. He was involved in one 2 years ago.
What the hell, man?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
OTP have been very quiet about this for obvious reasons. But yeah, this tragic event could well see Sava going down for at least 10 plus years. Now, with the cycle of revenge only creating future tits for tats, there's optimism that things are slowing down with the gang member H, also known as Philly, seemingly maturing and leaving the streets for a career in coding.
That's cool, man. That's good to see, man.
Hopefully they all follow suit and put this vicious cycle of violence behind them. This brings me to the end of this video. As always, I send my condolences to the family.
I would never have guessed coding, but that's cool, man.
Of everyone I mentioned. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Also support me on Patreon.
Yeah, man, go subscribe to this channel, go leave a like on the video. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this one. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.